The face of a lucky person. Are you lucky? Buddhist teachings. The face is a mirror of the soul, and our thoughts shape our destiny. Have you ever wondered if your physical appearance can reveal your inner luck? In Buddhist teachings, the face is not just a reflection of who we are, but a map of the blessings and fortune we carry. By observing certain traits, you can uncover deeper insights into whether you are destined for a life of happiness and prosperity. According to ancient wisdom, a truly fortunate person possesses a unique combination of physical features and expressions that radiate kindness, compassion, and inner peace. These qualities don't just bring good fortune to the individual, but also uplift the people around them. The idea is simple. When the heart is pure, the face glows. When the mind is at peace, blessings flow. But what does a lucky face really look like, according to Buddhist teachings? In today's video, the Journey of Wisdom will explore the key traits that signify a life filled with good karma and lasting prosperity. Let's dive in and see if your face reveals the marks of true fortune. 1. Full, round face. A full, round face has long been considered a symbol of great fortune and destiny in many cultures, especially in ancient wisdom. People with such features are believed to have a special connection to stability and balance in life, both internally and externally. This idea stems from the belief that a person's appearance reflects deeper qualities, not just physical traits, but also the harmony and peace they carry within. When someone has a full face with kind eyes and a pleasant voice, it often signals a life filled with good fortune and a heart full of generosity. The roundness of the face, in particular, is symbolic of completion and unity. Much like how the circle has been used as a symbol for wholeness throughout time, this fullness represents a person whose life may be marked by abundance and fulfillment. The ancient saying, "Blessings come from the virtues of one's ancestors," highlights the idea that good fortune is often passed down through generations, and a round face is seen as an outward reflection of these inherited blessings. In Buddhist teachings, outward appearances are sometimes seen as reflections of one's inner self. A person who radiates warmth and kindness through their features often has a soul that has been nurtured by good deeds and positive karma. As the Buddha himself said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." This highlights how a calm and balanced mind often leads to a peaceful life, and such internal tranquility often shows itself in one's appearance. A round face can symbolize not only material prosperity, but also emotional and spiritual balance. Physiognomy, or the study of facial features, holds that those with a full face are often gentle, considerate, and generous. These traits naturally attract good fortune, and their presence is seen as a sign of a prosperous future. The saying, "The sky is round, the earth is square," further emphasizes the importance of balance, indicating that those who embody this completeness in their appearance are often blessed with security and happiness, particularly as they grow older. In modern life, we often overlook the wisdom found in such ancient beliefs. However, these teachings remind us to cherish the qualities we possess, both physical and internal, as signs of fortune and well-being. If you or a loved one has a full, round face, it may be a reflection of deeper traits, kindness, generosity, and a balanced mind, all of which contribute to a peaceful and fulfilled life. This isn't merely about looks, but about recognizing the harmony in oneself, which can lead to a life of abundance and serenity. As the proverb, "Blessings as vast as the eastern sea, longevity like the southern mountains," beautifully suggests, such individuals are believed to enjoy long lives filled with happiness and prosperity, passing on their good fortune to future generations. Therefore, if you or someone you care for possesses these fortunate traits, take a moment to appreciate them. Not only are they signs of good health and well-being, but they also represent a life lived in harmony with the world, a life that attracts peace, happiness, and prosperity. This is a reminder that true fortune comes not just from external wealth, but from the internal richness of character and the blessings we inherit through our kindness and virtues. 2. Those who smile. Often. Smiling is not just an expression of joy. It carries a deeper significance that can transform your life in ways you might not even realize. In the world of physiognomy, the study of facial features and their connection to destiny, a smile is considered a powerful symbol of blessings and good fortune. Those who smile often are believed to have a special energy that can positively shape their career, relationships, and health. Think about it. When you smile, you project an optimistic spirit that radiates outwards, touching everyone around you. It's no wonder that an old saying goes, "A smile is worth 10 doses of tonic," meaning that a simple smile can nourish not only your soul, but your overall well-being too. People who have a natural, radiant smile tend to attract good things into their lives. Their positivity and kindness help them navigate life's challenges more smoothly, and they often find themselves surrounded by supportive people. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to breeze through difficulties, finding the right solutions, or meeting just the right person at the right time? This isn't just luck. It's the power of their attitude and the energy they bring into the world through something as simple as smiling. Those with naturally upturned lips are seen as optimistic and cheerful, and they tend to live lives filled with fewer major obstacles. Some smiles, especially those with dimples, are considered signs of luck and prosperity. People with dimples are often believed to attract good fortune and receive support, whether in their personal lives or careers. A smile can also reflect wealth and success, especially if it's accompanied by rosy lips. In physiognomy, smiling individuals are often thought to attract financial stability. They have a knack for handling money wisely and building wealth over time. Beyond material success, frequent smilers are seen as having harmonious family lives. Their optimistic outlook helps them resolve conflicts with gentleness, creating a home filled with warmth and peace. Think about how a genuine smile can diffuse tension during an argument or uplift the mood of your entire family. Smiling isn't just about looking good. It's a sign of inner peace and a life rich in love and connection. In the workplace, smiling can have a ripple effect. It spreads positive energy, reduces stress, and fosters better teamwork. When you smile, you create a more pleasant atmosphere, which can lead to higher productivity and smoother collaboration among colleagues. Even in awkward situations, like when you've made a mistake, a smile can serve as a gentle way of easing tension. Instead of facing harsh criticism, an awkward smile signals that you're aware of the error and ready to make amends, often softening the response from others. So why not make smiling a daily habit? After all, smiling opens the door to not only joy, but also fortune and positive energy. A simple, genuine smile can change the course of your day and the lives of those around you. Start smiling more, and you'll see that it truly is the key to happiness, success, and a deeply meaningful life. How will you choose to use your smile today? 3. Rosy complexion reflects good health. In the teachings of Buddhism, it's often said that true wealth comes not from material possessions, but from the health and well-being of body and mind. You might have heard the ancient wisdom that health is the greatest wealth, and this is as true today as it was thousands of years ago. Imagine this: a person with a radiant, rosy complexion. This is not just a matter of physical beauty, but a reflection of something deeper, a balanced, healthy body and a peaceful mind. A rosy complexion is a powerful sign, symbolizing vitality, optimism, and an inner harmony that radiates outward. When you see someone with this natural glow, it's easy to feel that they are blessed, not just in health, but in life as a whole. But have you ever wondered why this is? Why does good health seem to bring not only a vibrant appearance, but also an air of good fortune? This is where the teachings of Buddhism can offer some insight. Good health, after all, provides the foundation for everything else in life. If your body is strong and your mind is at peace, you are better equipped to face challenges, pursue your dreams, and live a fulfilling life. As the Buddha once said, to keep the body in good health is a duty, otherwise we shall not be able to keep our mind strong and clear. With good health comes energy and resilience, qualities that help us navigate the ups and downs of life. A rosy complexion, then, is like a visible sign of the balance between body and soul, a sign that you are aligned with the flow of life itself. But it's not just about physical health. In Buddhism, well-being also includes mental and spiritual health. A healthy body supports a peaceful mind, and a peaceful mind, in turn, fosters a healthy body. This harmony helps us attract positive energy and opportunities. You might notice that people with a rosy glow often seem to have things go their way. They meet helpful people, succeed in their endeavors, and maintain fulfilling relationships. It's as if their vitality draws in good fortune, allowing them to live in alignment with their purpose. Have you ever noticed how some people just seem to attract good luck and positive energy? Could it be that their inner health and balance are playing a role in this? In modern life, it's easy to get caught up in chasing external success, money, status, and possessions. But if we lose sight of our health in the process, we are risking our most precious asset. Think about it. What good is wealth if your body is too tired or sick to enjoy it? No amount of money can buy back lost health. This is why, throughout history, people have placed such high value on maintaining a healthy, vibrant appearance. Even in ancient times, royal figures would use cosmetics like rouge, not just for beauty, but to symbolize vitality, strength, and power. It was a way to outwardly reflect their inner health and vigor. So, what can we learn from this? Perhaps it's a reminder to prioritize our health, not just for its physical benefits, but for the way it influences every aspect of our lives. When we take care of our bodies and cultivate peace of mind, we naturally invite blessings into our lives, be it in our relationships, careers, or personal growth. Have you ever thought about how your health affects not only your mood, but also the opportunities and people you attract? Could focusing on your well-being be the key to unlocking the good fortune you seek? In the end, a rosy complexion is more than just skin deep. It is a symbol of balance, health, and the quiet blessings that come from living in harmony with yourself and the world around you. As you reflect on this, ask yourself, how can I cultivate better health in my own life, not just physically, but also mentally and spiritually? How can I make sure that the glow I radiate is one of true health and happiness? When you nurture your well-being, you are laying the foundation for a life full of peace, prosperity, and yes, a little bit of luck. Have you ever noticed how someone's inner health and balance seem to attract good fortune and positivity in their life? Comment yes if you've seen this, or number 1 if you're ready to focus more on your own well-being. 4. Balanced, the 3 facial zones. The face is often considered a window to one's fortune, and in the study of physiognomy, the 3 facial zones is a key element that reflects a person's life balance and luck. These zones divide the face into 3 parts: the upper section from the forehead to the eyebrows, the middle section from the eyebrows to the nose, and the lower section from the nose to the chin. Ancient scholars believed that when these three areas are well proportioned and balanced, it symbolizes a harmonious life. So what does each zone represent? The upper zone, which spans from your forehead to your eyebrows, is said to reflect intellect and wisdom. If this area is broad and bright, it suggests that you possess sharp mental abilities and a deep understanding of the world around you. The middle zone, from your eyebrows to the nose, symbolizes balance in your social relationships and overall life. A harmonious middle zone is believed to indicate that you are well liked by others, have strong interpersonal skills, and can maintain peace in your social circles. Lastly, the lower zone, from the nose to the chin, is all about stability in family and career. A well-defined and strong lower section shows that you are grounded, have a solid foundation in your work, and can create lasting security for yourself and those you care about. Now, let's reflect on this concept of balance. If your three facial zones are nearly equal in size, you are considered to have one of the most fortunate traits. This symmetry not only represents physical balance, but is a metaphor for the harmony that you can experience in life. It suggests that you may have a peaceful existence, supported by benefactors, and that you'll enjoy good fortune both in your personal relationships and your professional life. A famous saying captures this idea: a balanced three facial zones ensures a peaceful life. People who have this balance are often believed to experience fewer disruptions in their path, as if the universe is gently guiding them through challenges, offering support when needed. But let's ask ourselves, what does it truly mean to have a balanced life? Is it simply about physical appearance, or is there a deeper lesson here? The idea of balance, whether in your facial zones or your daily life, speaks to a broader truth. When your life is in balance, when you are at peace with yourself and the world around you, challenges seem smaller and opportunities appear more often. Just as someone with a balanced face might encounter benefactors who ease their burdens, we too can create a life where we attract help and positivity by cultivating harmony within ourselves. The lesson here goes beyond facial features. It's about striving for balance in all aspects of life. When we seek to balance our work with rest, our ambitions with gratitude, and our relationships with mutual respect, we set ourselves up for a life of stability and peace. So, take a moment to reflect. In what areas of your life could you invite more balance? How can you work toward creating harmony in your thoughts, actions, and relationships? The balance we cultivate within ourselves is the true foundation of lasting happiness and prosperity. 5. Harmony between the heart and appearance. When one carries a heart full of kindness and radiance, it naturally reflects on their face, transforming their appearance into a mirror that exudes peace, charm, and blessings. People with virtuous and compassionate hearts not only possess an inner beauty that shines through, but also cultivate an irresistible outer appearance that draws others to them. A face that radiates kindness is more than just pleasing to the eye. It is a sign of a virtuous soul. These individuals, blessed with inner peace, often serve as a beacon of inspiration and spiritual support for those around them. As the ancient saying goes, the heart shapes the appearance, the mind reflects in the features. This wisdom emphasizes the deep bond between one's inner state and their outward expression. Outer beauty in this sense is not merely about physical features, it's a reflection of one's soul, character, and the life they lead. A person who harbors a generous and compassionate heart will naturally have a gentle and likable expression, In contrast, those burdened with negative emotions like envy or worry will have a face that mirrors tension and darkness. This teaches us that cultivating inner goodness is key to enhancing not only our physical appearance, but also our destiny. For individuals with kind hearts, their interactions with others are marked by gentleness, understanding, and patience. They are not easily swayed by minor inconveniences, and their calm demeanor is evident in the softness and warmth of their expression. As the Buddha once said, "What we think, we become." This quote is a powerful reminder that nurturing kindness and inner peace will inevitably shape our outward demeanor and even our life path. Benevolence is the foundation upon which a fulfilling life is built. With a kind and pure heart, one naturally attracts admiration, respect, and affection from others. But true kindness goes beyond mere external appearances. Those who possess it radiate vitality, an energy that flows through their eyes, words, and actions. This vitality, or Qi, is the life force that shines through in a person's every interaction. People with strong vitality often have an optimistic and cheerful outlook on life, unaffected by greed or jealousy. Their positive energy not only brings them peace, but also uplifts those around them. In modern life, we are often surrounded by stress and distractions, but cultivating vitality through mindfulness and kindness allows us to maintain balance. This balance between our inner self and the external world is what gives us a sense of natural authority and calm in the face of chaos. When you meet someone with this strong vitality, you can feel their magnetic presence. They stand out in the crowd without even trying. Vitality represents wisdom and peace of mind. Those with a benevolent heart and a face that radiates vitality are not only seen as strong in spirit, but are also often blessed with the support of others, whether that be through love, friendships, or the guidance of wise mentors. These individuals seem to be fortunate, as their positive energy draws the right people and opportunities into their lives. They become role models for others, teaching us that true wealth comes not from material possessions, but from living in harmony with our values. As the Dalai Lama says, "If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion." Ultimately, benevolence is the cornerstone of a life filled with luck, prosperity, and respect. When the heart is pure and the mind clear, blessings follow naturally. If you are lucky enough to possess a face that reflects this inner goodness, it is a sign that your life is rich with fulfillment and support from those around you. In this sense, cultivating kindness is not just about attracting positive energy, it's about becoming a source of light for the world. A life lived with a kind heart is truly a life full of blessings. Part 2. Bad habits that silently drive away your luck. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract good fortune, while others constantly struggle despite their best efforts? Often, it's not just the actions we take, but the subtle habits we unconsciously engage in that shape our destiny. In this section, we'll uncover the hidden behaviors that quietly push away luck and success from our lives, even when we least expect it. These habits, small and seemingly insignificant, can act like invisible barriers that prevent good fortune from entering your life. By becoming aware of these tendencies, you can start to clear the path for more positivity and opportunities to flow into your world. Whether it's a simple frown or the restless tapping of feet, each habit has the power to either invite or repel the blessings you seek. Let's explore how these habits take root, and more importantly, how we can break free from them to allow luck, prosperity, and peace to naturally flourish. 1. Constant frowning and a gloomy expression. Have you ever noticed how someone's face can tell you so much about their inner world? Think about it. When you see someone who is constantly frowning or has a gloomy expression, you might feel a sense of unease or even want to distance yourself. This isn't just an accident, it's actually a reflection of something deeper. There's a saying in Buddhism, appearance reflects the heart. It means that our face, our expressions, and even our energy show what's going on inside us. When someone frequently frowns, it's as if they are putting up a barrier, not just to other people, but also to the good things life has to offer. In fact, those constant frowns and the negative energy they project make it harder for good fortune to find them. Imagine meeting someone with a tense, furrowed brow. Wouldn't you feel less inclined to approach them or offer your help? Their appearance is like a mirror, showing the world their unsettled heart. On the other hand, there's an ancient teaching. Kindness is the root. A peaceful heart brings a harmonious appearance. What this means is that when your heart is calm and filled with kindness, your face naturally softens. This softening doesn't just make you look more approachable, it actually invites good things into your life. Have you ever noticed how a genuine smile or a peaceful expression can light up a room? It's not just about looking pleasant, it's about the energy you are putting into the world. When you cultivate inner peace and kindness, the world responds in kind. Think of it like this. The way you feel on the inside has a direct impact on what you experience on the outside. So, when your heart is at peace, your face naturally reflects that, and good fortune becomes easier to attract. This teaching is not just about how others perceive you, though. It's about creating an environment of harmony within yourself first. When you let go of anger, stress, and worry, your face relaxes, and this, in turn, creates a sense of openness. People are drawn to that openness. So, ask yourself, what does your face say about your inner state? Are you carrying tension, stress, or frustration that is unintentionally driving away the very things you hope to attract? Or are you cultivating kindness, peace, and openness, letting your appearance become a reflection of the inner harmony you've built? The truth is, we all have the ability to transform not just how we look, but how we experience the world, starting from within. How would your life change if you approached each day with a peaceful heart and a gentle expression, allowing good fortune to naturally find its way to you? 2. Fidgeting feet. Fidgeting feet may seem like an insignificant habit, but it holds more weight than you might think. In many cultures and traditional beliefs, it is considered impolite and even a sign of instability, particularly in the realm of luck and prosperity. A common piece of folklore says, shaking a tree, the fruit falls, which draws a comparison between fidgeting feet and the act of shaking away blessings and opportunities. When we fidget, especially with our feet, it is as if we are disturbing the foundation on which our success is built. This habit can be seen as shaking off the stability needed for growth, both in personal and professional life. In this light, the idea of fidgeting is not just a physical motion, but a metaphor for how we can disrupt our own good fortune and career prospects. An old saying from the past warns, "Men who fidget their feet struggle to build a career, and women who fidget their feet lose blessings." This saying, while traditional, points to a deeper understanding of how our actions, no matter how small, impact our external world. When someone is constantly shaking or tapping their feet, it gives off the impression that they lack focus, patience, and the calmness required for success. Whether we realize it or not, people around us notice these habits and may perceive us as unreliable or restless. In today's competitive world, where trust and reliability are paramount, such a small habit could subtly but significantly hinder our progress. From a Buddhist perspective, it is important to cultivate mindfulness and be fully present in the moment. The Buddha once said, "Your mind is a powerful thing. When you filter it with positive thoughts, your life will start to change." Fidgeting could be seen as an outward manifestation of an unsettled mind. Instead of being grounded in the present, we are physically displaying our internal anxiety or impatience. By letting go of such habits, we create space for calmness and mindfulness, which are essential for building a successful life. Modern life is filled with distractions and stress, and it can be easy to develop restless habits without even noticing. However, if we want to attract good fortune, wealth, and success, we need to project an image of stability and inner peace. Furthermore, studies in psychology have shown that body language significantly influences how others perceive us. Fidgeting, especially in a professional setting, can signal nervousness, lack of confidence, and an inability to stay focused. When people observe this behavior, they may subconsciously feel that we are not capable of handling responsibility or leadership. On the contrary, stillness and calm body language suggest strength, patience, and self-control, all of which are key traits for those who aspire to climb the ladder of success. So, dear friend, starting today, if you have the habit of fidgeting when you sit, make a conscious effort to stop. Be mindful of your body language, as it not only reflects your internal state, but also communicates volumes to those around you. By cultivating stillness and eliminating fidgeting, you will create a foundation of stability that will naturally attract blessings, maintain wealth, and foster a sustainable and flourishing career. As the saying goes, good fortune favors the calm and composed, and in the same way, by controlling small habits like fidgeting, we lay the groundwork for greater success and prosperity in our lives. If you've made it this far, you're already taking the first steps to break free from the bad habits that silently drive away your luck. Comment below with "lucky journey" to affirm your commitment to creating positive change in your life. Don't go anywhere. We have more powerful insights to share that will help you invite good fortune and success. Stay with us until the end to uncover the keys to unlocking a life filled with opportunity. 3. Frequent sighing. Sighing is more than just an unconscious habit. It's a reflection of inner sadness and frustration. When you sigh frequently, you are unknowingly allowing negative energy to fill your space, affecting not only your mood, but also your overall outlook on life. This negativity becomes a silent thief, gradually chipping away at your sense of well-being, and with it, your good fortune. The ancient wisdom of the past teaches us, sighing depletes energy, and in this, there's a valuable lesson. Every sigh you release, especially when it stems from despair or hopelessness, diminishes your inner strength and weakens your spirit. When your spirit is weakened, it's not just your emotions that suffer. Opportunities that might have once seemed within reach now feel distant and unattainable. It's as though each sigh pushes away the very things you desire: good luck, success, and happiness. But why does this happen? It's because living in a state of negativity blinds us to the blessings that are already present in our lives. When your heart and mind are clouded by frustration, it becomes difficult to see the good things around you, even if they are right before your eyes. Have you ever noticed how difficult it is to make a positive decision when you're stuck in a negative mindset? It's almost like wearing a pair of dark-tinted glasses that distort your vision, preventing you from recognizing the opportunities for joy, growth, and success. So, what can we do to break this cycle? The first step is awareness. Each time you catch yourself sighing, pause and ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Why am I feeling this way? This simple act of self-reflection can help you understand the underlying emotions driving your frustration and sadness. Once you recognize these emotions, you can begin to release them in a healthier way, perhaps through mindful breathing, meditation, or talking it out with someone you trust. The key is to replace the habit of sighing with habits that nourish your spirit rather than deplete it. As you work to change this, notice how your energy shifts. You'll likely find that when you stop sighing, your outlook on life becomes more positive. Opportunities you once overlooked will start to reveal themselves. It's as if your positive energy attracts the good fortune that was always there, waiting for you to be ready. So, the next time you feel the urge to sigh, take it as a signal, an invitation to look within and find a more constructive way to address your feelings. Remember, good fortune isn't something that simply comes and goes based on luck. It's something you attract when your spirit is strong, your energy is positive, and your heart is open to life's possibilities. How will you choose to shift your energy today? The lesson is clear. By becoming mindful of our habits, especially those like sighing that can silently drive away our luck, we take the first step toward reclaiming our inner peace and welcoming the blessings that life has to offer. 4. Slouching and hanging the head low. Let's take a moment to consider something seemingly simple yet deeply impactful: your posture. How often do you catch yourself slouching with your head hung low, as if carrying an invisible weight on your shoulders? The way we carry ourselves physically speaks volumes about how we approach life and the world around us. Imagine walking into a room with your shoulders hunched and your gaze fixed on the ground. How does that make you feel? It's more than just a physical stance. It's a reflection of how you see yourself, and in turn, how others might see you. Slouching doesn't just affect your body, it affects your mind, your energy, and the way opportunities come to you. When we let our posture collapse, we are in many ways collapsing our confidence too. We signal to the world and to ourselves that we're shrinking away from challenges that we'd rather avoid than confront, that we don't feel worthy of standing tall. Think about the people you admire, those who seem to naturally attract good fortune. Chances are they stand with their heads held high, their shoulders relaxed, and they move through the world with a sense of purpose. When you embody this kind of posture, you're telling yourself, "I am capable, I am worthy, and I am ready." The Buddha said, "What we think, we become." When you start believing in yourself, your body will reflect that belief. Holding your head high and sitting upright isn't just a matter of physicality, it's a mindset. It symbolizes that you are facing life with courage and resilience. And the beautiful thing about this is that when you live with that kind of confidence, good luck has a way of finding you. It's as if the universe notices your inner strength and starts opening doors that you didn't even realize were there. But what happens when we slouch and shrink into ourselves? Often, it's a way of protecting ourselves, avoiding eye contact or challenges because we fear we might not be good enough. Have you ever missed an opportunity simply because you didn't believe in yourself? Maybe it was a chance to speak up in a meeting or an opportunity to take on a new role, but you let it slip by because you didn't feel prepared. In truth, it's not that you weren't ready, but perhaps your posture, both physical and mental, was telling you otherwise. You told yourself you weren't ready, and your body followed suit, creating a feedback loop of doubt. Consider this. What would happen if you chose to stand tall, no matter the circumstances? How would your life change if you faced challenges with an open heart and a strong spine? As Thich Nhat Hanh reminds us, smile, breathe, and go slowly. Small adjustments to your posture and mindset can shift the energy around you. By simply sitting upright and holding your head high, you invite positivity and opportunity into your life. It's a subtle yet powerful shift. So, next time you catch yourself slouching, remember that it's not just about your body. It's about how you're choosing to engage with the world. Are you shrinking away, or are you standing in your own power? Ask yourself, what kind of energy am I inviting into my life with my posture? The answer might surprise you. By standing tall, you're telling the world and yourself that you're ready for whatever comes your way. B5. 5. Speaking negatively and complaining. Negative speech and constant complaining are like silent thieves that slowly steal away your luck and blessings. People who habitually complain often see the world through a distorted lens of negativity, always finding fault and believing that nothing ever goes right. This negative mindset becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, as your words have the power to shape your reality. In Buddhism, it is taught that with our thoughts, we make the world. Similarly, the words we speak act as seeds that blossom into the life we experience. When you habitually speak negatively, you are planting the seeds of misfortune and discontent. The way we talk reflects our thoughts and attitudes toward life, and that directly influences the energy we put out into the world. Positive words uplift not just others, but also yourself. When you make a habit of speaking kindly, optimistically, and constructively, you start to create an environment where positive energy can flourish. On the other hand, if you're always complaining or speaking negatively, you're unconsciously inviting misfortune into your life. According to the law of attraction, the energy we emit into the universe comes back to us like a boomerang. If your speech is filled with negativity, the universe responds in kind, reinforcing that negativity and keeping you trapped in a cycle of dissatisfaction. You may find that doors of opportunity close before they even open, and the good things in life seem always just out of reach. Conversely, when you speak with hope, gratitude, and positivity, you set in motion a ripple effect of good energy. You not only improve your own outlook, but also create space for blessings to flow your way. Speaking positively brings your thoughts and actions into alignment with the life you want to live. It's a process of attracting the right opportunities, people, and situations into your life by consciously choosing words that reflect your highest aspirations. In modern life, it's easy to fall into the trap of negativity, especially with the constant bombardment of bad news and societal stress. But each of us has the power to shift our narrative by being mindful of our speech. Instead of focusing on what's going wrong, try to consciously focus on what's going right. Start small, express gratitude for little victories, or speak kindly about others, even when it feels challenging. When you do this, you'll notice that your mindset slowly starts to shift. You'll begin to feel more optimistic, and as a result, you'll attract better experiences into your life. Remember, the key to breaking free from the habit of negative speech is mindfulness. By being aware of your words, you can stop the cycle of complaining before it gains momentum. Each time you speak with kindness or positivity, you are planting seeds of future good fortune. The more you cultivate this habit, the more blessings will naturally come your way, transforming your life from one of struggle to one of abundance and joy. Thank you for joining us in today's video on Virtue, the Key to a Peaceful Life. I truly appreciate having you as part of our community. If this video resonated with you, I invite you to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. If you're new here, feel free to comment, "I am new," or if you've been with us for a while, type, "I seek peace." Your engagement means the world to us and inspires us to continue sharing these teachings. Let's continue this path to a peaceful life together, shall we? Part 3. Virtue, the Key to a Peaceful Life. Dear friends, in the journey toward a life of peace and contentment, virtue is our compass. It guides our every step, ensuring that we navigate the complexities of life with integrity, compassion, and kindness. Although virtue is not something we can hold in our hands, its presence is felt deeply in the choices we make and the lives we touch. It is the quiet force that shapes a life filled with meaning and harmony. In this section, we will explore the roots of virtue, understanding that it is not simply a matter of luck or circumstance, but something we must cultivate day by day through our actions and intentions. Together, we will reflect on how living with virtue not only brings peace to our own hearts, but also creates ripples of goodness that uplift everyone around us. Whether in moments of quiet generosity, noble morality, or the simple practice of gratitude, virtue holds the key to transforming our lives and the world we live in. So, as we delve into the teachings ahead, let us remember, the path of virtue is not about perfection, but about striving to be our best selves, offering kindness and compassion in every interaction. By committing ourselves to this way of life, we unlock the door to a peaceful, fulfilled existence, one that benefits both ourselves and all beings. 1. The roots of virtue. Dear friends, virtue may not be something we can touch or hold in our hands, but it is like a radiant light within, guiding us toward a life filled with peace, happiness, and contentment. It's something that shines through our actions and choices, illuminating not just our own path, but also the paths of those around us. The ancient wisdom reminds us, accumulate virtue for 100 years, enjoy blessings for 1,000 lifetimes. These words carry a profound truth. Virtue is not simply a quality we are born with or a lucky stroke of fortune. It is something we must cultivate with intention through kindness, compassion, and moral integrity every single day. So, where does virtue come from? At its roots, virtue springs from a heart that is pure and compassionate. It's not just about showing love to those closest to us, but about extending kindness and understanding to everyone, no matter who they are or where they come from. As the old saying goes, a morsel in times of need is worth more than a feast in times of plenty. This teaches us that virtue is not in grand, showy acts, but in the quiet moments when we offer what little we have to someone who truly needs it. It can be a kind word to someone who is struggling, a smile that lifts a heavy heart, or simply the act of listening when someone feels unheard. These small actions ripple outwards, creating a wave of goodness that benefits everyone. True virtue shows itself in how we live our lives and how we interact with the world around us. A compassionate person doesn't just notice others' struggles. They feel them, they understand them, and they are moved to act. Imagine the difference we could make in our communities if we all took a moment to put ourselves in another's shoes, to truly understand their pain and challenges. How often do we pause to consider the burdens others carry, and how might we lighten that load, even just a little? A virtuous life is one in which we plant seeds of kindness, not for praise or recognition, but simply because we care about the well-being and peace of others. Living a virtuous life isn't about seeking perfection or never making mistakes. It's about consistently choosing to do good, to avoid harm, and to foster compassion wherever we go. The impact of these choices may not always be immediate, but they add up over time, like drops of water filling a well. Eventually, that well of virtue will overflow, bringing blessings not just to us, but to everyone we touch. So, I invite you to reflect. What small act of kindness can you offer today? How can you contribute to the peace and happiness of those around you? Remember, virtue is not about grand gestures or extraordinary heroism. It's about living each day with love, integrity, and compassion. The lesson is simple yet powerful. A life guided by virtue is a life of peace. By committing ourselves to kindness and compassion, we not only create happiness for others, but we also find it within ourselves. So, let us all strive to live with virtue, planting seeds of love and compassion wherever we go, for the benefit of all beings. 2. Giving without expectation. Giving without expectation is a profound act of virtue, and it is at the heart of living a peaceful and meaningful life. Buddha reminds us, do not disregard small acts of kindness, for even small drops of water can fill a bowl. This beautiful teaching speaks to the power of small, sincere actions. When you give without expecting anything in return, you plant seeds of kindness that slowly accumulate, nourishing your soul and the world around you. Virtue, like a garden, flourishes when tended with selfless love and care, and these small drops, these tiny moments of generosity, eventually fill the bowl of your life with peace and fulfillment. Imagine a world where everyone gave simply because it brought joy to do so. What would that feel like for you? How would your life change if you saw each act of giving not as an obligation, but as a gift to yourself and others? True virtue is not transactional. It is not a calculation of what we will receive in return, but rather a natural expression of love, joy, and compassion. When you give from a place of pure intent, without attaching yourself to the outcome, you open your heart to life's greater flow. Those who live with virtue understand this. They know that sow good deeds, reap sweet fruits, and this wisdom guides their actions. They are filled with a sense of abundance, not scarcity, for they realize that the more they give, the more they are enriched, not necessarily in material ways, but in ways that matter much more. The joy of giving, the light it brings to another's life, becomes the reward itself. And this joy, this internal wealth, cannot be taken away or diminished. When you give without expectation, you connect with the truth of interdependence. The energy of your generosity ripples outward, touching the lives of others, often in ways you may never know. It is said that when you care for others, life will care for you. This is the law of karma. By acting with kindness and compassion, you create a current of positive energy that flows back into your life. Have you ever experienced this? A time when your kindness came back to you in unexpected ways. Reflect on how life has supported you during your moments of generosity. This is the universe responding, showing you that your acts of virtue do not go unnoticed. Even when you may feel like no one is watching or appreciating what you do, remember that these small acts are planting seeds that, over time, grow into the fruits of a peaceful and harmonious life. Giving, when done from the heart, transforms not just the person who receives, but the one who gives. As you move through life, consider how you might practice this form of giving more regularly. Can you offer your time, your smile, your help without needing something in return? This practice can deepen your connection to others, allowing you to experience the beauty of shared humanity. Ultimately, giving without expectation brings freedom. It liberates you from the burden of needing recognition and instead allows you to experience the pure joy of giving. How might your life look if you embraced this way of living? By doing so, you allow the law of karma to work in your favor, bringing you not just external rewards, but inner peace and contentment. 3. Noble morality. Noble morality is one of the most profound virtues a man can cultivate. It is a timeless treasure, far more valuable than any material wealth. While riches may come and go, a person of virtue leaves behind a legacy that transcends material success, rooted in moral integrity and ethical principles. This wisdom has echoed through the ages, and it still holds true today. Those who live with honesty, treating others with respect and fairness, create ripples of goodness that touch everyone around them. When we place ethical values above personal gain, we not only protect our own peace of mind, but we also influence the people we encounter, leaving behind an indelible mark on the world. As the Buddha once said, "A mind unshaken by the ups and downs of life, untainted by evil without sorrow, stainless and pure. This is the greatest blessing." In modern times, where the pursuit of wealth and success can often overshadow integrity, living with noble morality becomes even more crucial. It is easy to get lost in the constant race for success, but true peace comes from living in alignment with our inner values, not from the external accolades we accumulate. Morality is not just a code of conduct. It is a radiant light that emanates from within, illuminating the lives of others. When we make ethical decisions and act with kindness and integrity, we set an example for others, consciously or unconsciously encouraging them to do the same. As the famous philosopher Lao Tzu said, "He who gains victory over others is strong. He who gains victory over himself is mighty." Moral strength is about mastering our desires and making decisions that benefit the greater good rather than just satisfying our own short-term needs. It is the inner compass that guides us through life, helping us navigate complex situations with clarity and grace. In today's world, where unethical behavior is often justified for personal gain, staying true to moral principles requires strength and perseverance, but it is a path that leads to lasting fulfillment. Furthermore, living with noble morality isn't just about personal growth, it's about creating a legacy. When we act with integrity and cultivate virtue, we lay the groundwork for future generations to thrive. Our actions, shaped by moral values, build a strong foundation that allows our children and their children to live with dignity and prosperity. As Confucius said, "Benevolence is the root of humanity." By embodying this benevolence, we create an environment of abundance and warmth for those who follow in our footsteps. Today, in a fast-paced world where immediate results are often valued over long-term consequences, it's essential to remember that the true wealth we pass on to future generations is not in money or possessions, but in the moral foundation we instill in them. It's this virtue, this unwavering commitment to doing what is right, that will help them navigate life's challenges with wisdom and compassion. Therefore, in cultivating noble morality, we not only bring peace to our own lives, but also contribute to the collective well-being of society, ensuring a brighter and more harmonious future for all. By watching this far, you're already embracing the wisdom of living a virtuous life. Comment with Path of Virtue to solidify your journey toward lasting peace and fulfillment. Don't leave yet. There's still more to learn that will empower you to cultivate a life of true serenity and balance. 4. A peaceful heart, free from anger. One of the greatest demonstrations of virtue is the ability to manage our emotions, keeping our hearts calm and free from the grip of anger or jealousy. These negative emotions can consume us if we let them. The ancient wisdom tells us, anger is a fire that burns oneself before it burns others. This simple truth reminds us that when we hold on to anger, we hurt ourselves first. It's like carrying a heavy burden, one that weighs down the mind and prevents us from experiencing true peace. But when we choose to let go of that resentment, we release the tension, and our spirit becomes light and serene. A virtuous person is someone who practices forgiveness, who can put themselves in others' shoes with empathy, and who refuses to let negativity control their heart. This isn't always easy. Life throws many challenges our way, and it's natural to feel hurt or wronged at times. But virtue is about rising above these fleeting emotions. It's about understanding that real strength comes from staying centered and calm, no matter what chaos swirls around us. When we choose peace over anger, we protect our inner world from being disturbed by external events. How often do you find yourself feeling reactive to life's difficulties? What might happen if, instead of responding with anger, you paused, took a breath, and let that emotion pass? Choosing to cultivate a peaceful heart is an act of courage. It means acknowledging the natural human tendency toward anger and consciously deciding to take another path, a path that leads to freedom, not frustration. A heart anchored in virtue is not easily swayed by momentary desires or petty conflicts. It remains grounded in wisdom, seeing the bigger picture and knowing that giving in to anger only deepens suffering, both for ourselves and those around us. Have you ever noticed how, when you stay calm in a tense situation, others often mirror that calmness? It's as though your peace spreads, creating a ripple effect. This is the power of virtue. It doesn't just transform your own experience, it influences the environment around you. When we can keep our hearts calm and steady, even during life's storms, we not only find freedom from inner turmoil, but we also become a source of peace for others. Imagine the impact this could have on your relationships, your workplace, and your community. How would your life change if you approached every challenge with a heart rooted in calm and compassion? The lesson here is simple but profound. By choosing to be virtuous, we create more peace in our world. And as we spread this peace, we make the world a little better for everyone we encounter. Anger, jealousy, and resentment may be natural emotions, but we are not prisoners to them. Instead, we can rise above and cultivate a heart full of kindness, patience, and understanding. This is the path to true inner peace, one that leads to a more harmonious life for yourself and those around you. 5. Letting go and practicing forgiveness. Letting go and practicing forgiveness is one of the most powerful keys to living a peaceful and virtuous life. Imagine for a moment that you're holding on to something tightly, whether it's a grudge, a material possession, or even a painful memory. The tighter you hold on, the more it seems to weigh you down, doesn't it? Now picture yourself letting go. How does it feel? Lighter, more free. That's the essence of practicing virtue through the art of letting go. A virtuous person understands something fundamental about life. Nothing is permanent. The Buddha taught, all conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This simple truth reminds us that everything we experience in life, whether it's success, failure, joy, or pain, is transient. When we cling to material wealth, relationships, or even our ideas of what life should be, we create unnecessary suffering for ourselves. But here's the beauty of letting go. It isn't about giving up or losing something. Rather, it's about freeing ourselves from the attachment that causes us pain. Think about a time when you forgave someone. Did you feel that weight lift off your shoulders? That's because forgiveness, like letting go, is liberating. It's an act of kindness not just to others, but to yourself. As the Dalai Lama wisely said, forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself. When we forgive, we aren't excusing the harm done, but we are choosing not to let that harm define or limit our peace of mind. In forgiving others, we let go of resentment and bitterness, which frees our hearts to experience compassion and inner calm. But forgiveness goes beyond just forgiving others. It's also about accepting the circumstances of our own lives with grace. Life doesn't always go as planned, and things often happen that are beyond our control. How do we respond when life throws us challenges? Do we resist, or can we learn to accept what is with a peaceful heart? A virtuous person embraces life's ups and downs without clinging to the idea that things should always go their way. This doesn't mean passively accepting injustice or hardship, but rather cultivating a calm, resilient heart that isn't shaken by life's inevitable changes. As the Buddha once said, Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. So, how can you begin to practice letting go in your own life? What attachments are causing you unnecessary suffering? What would it feel like to release them, even just a little bit? And who might you need to forgive, not just for their sake, but for your own peace of mind? When we begin to see the impermanent nature of life and embrace the practice of forgiveness, we unlock a deep well of peace within ourselves. We start to move through life with more ease, less burdened by the weight of things that don't truly matter. Can you imagine how much lighter your heart would feel if you let go of what's been holding you back? The path to a peaceful, virtuous life begins with this simple yet profound practice of letting go. 6. Humility and patience. Humility and patience are often considered the cornerstones of living a life aligned with virtue. When a person is humble, they possess a deep sense of self-awareness, free from the need for external validation or superiority over others. This quality is not only the root of all other virtues, but it is also the very foundation that allows these virtues to grow and thrive in the heart of an individual. Humility is a powerful force because it requires us to let go of our ego and instead focus on the welfare of others, often quietly and without expecting anything in return. It has been said that a tree laden with fruit always bows low, reminding us that true greatness lies in modesty and the willingness to serve. This idea is reflected in the teachings of the Buddha, who once said, "Do not be proud of your virtues. The humble person, like the ocean, is open to receive all the rivers." Alongside humility, patience plays an equally important role in the life of a virtuous person. Patience teaches us to endure difficulties, not by suppressing our feelings or ignoring challenges, but by embracing them with a sense of calm and acceptance. Patience allows us to navigate the inevitable ups and downs of life without resentment or the tendency to blame our circumstances. It reminds us that all things, good or bad, are temporary, and that through patience we can cultivate resilience. As the famous Zen proverb goes, "Sitting quietly, doing nothing, spring comes, and the grass grows by itself." This metaphor highlights the idea that patience brings about growth and positive change in its own time, without force or impatience. In modern life, humility and patience are perhaps more challenging to embody than ever before, given the fast-paced, competitive nature of the world we live in. With the pressures of work, family, and societal expectations, many men in the prime of their careers, aged 30 to 65, may feel a constant drive to achieve more and be recognized for their accomplishments. However, the pursuit of virtue does not come from outward achievements, but rather from cultivating an inner sense of peace and contentment. When you practice humility, you begin to see that true respect and admiration from others arise not from what you achieve, but from how you treat people along the way. Similarly, when you embrace patience, you free yourself from the stress of wanting immediate results, understanding that life unfolds in its own time, and lasting success is built on the steady foundation of persistence and grace. So, how can we embody these virtues in our daily lives? Start by practicing humility in small, everyday interactions, by listening more than speaking, by offering help without expecting recognition, and by acknowledging that there is always more to learn, no matter how accomplished we may be. Patience, on the other hand, can be nurtured by slowing down when faced with frustration, by accepting that not every situation will resolve quickly, and by recognizing that challenges are often opportunities for personal growth. As you cultivate these qualities, you will find that they not only bring you a sense of peace, but they also attract long-lasting blessings, as those around you respond to the quiet strength that comes from living a life of virtue. As the Buddha taught, A disciplined mind brings happiness, reminding us that the discipline of humility and patience is the key to a life of true contentment. If you're still here, you're on the way to discovering how virtue can transform your life for the better. Type peaceful living in the comments to show your commitment to building a life filled with harmony and inner peace. Stick around. There's much more wisdom coming your way to help you live with greater clarity and compassion. 7. Gratitude and appreciation. Gratitude and appreciation are essential qualities that help us cultivate a virtuous life. When we live with gratitude, we open our hearts to the richness of life that often goes unnoticed. A virtuous person doesn't take things for granted. Instead, they appreciate every small blessing and acknowledge the beauty in ordinary moments. Gratitude helps us to recognize that life itself is a gift, and each day offers us something new to be thankful for. It might be as simple as a fresh breeze, a warm meal, or the presence of loved ones. By appreciating these small things, we shift our focus from what's missing to what's present. This shift in perspective has a powerful effect on our emotional well-being. When we are thankful, there is no room for feelings of lack, envy, or dissatisfaction to grow. Ask yourself, how would your life change if you made a conscious effort to appreciate everything around you, from the food on your table to the kindness of a stranger? Would you feel more content, more at peace? Living with gratitude not only brings us happiness, but it also enhances our relationships with others. When we express appreciation for those around us, we nurture deeper connections, and people naturally respond to this positive energy. You may have noticed that a simple "thank you" can brighten someone's day, just as it can uplift your own spirit when you acknowledge someone's efforts. Gratitude is contagious. When we embody it, others are inspired to do the same. And in a world where it's easy to focus on what we don't have or what's going wrong, imagine the shift that would occur if more people chose to focus on the good, expressing appreciation openly and often. How would that affect your family, your workplace, or even your community? Ultimately, a grateful heart leads to a peaceful life. When we practice gratitude daily, we realize that we don't need more to feel fulfilled. Happiness isn't found in material possessions or external success. It's found in the simple act of appreciating what we already have. This is the essence of a virtuous life, being content with the present moment and seeing the beauty in every situation. So, what can you start appreciating right now? What small blessings have you overlooked that deserve your gratitude? Take time today to notice these things and express your appreciation, and you'll find that your perspective begins to shift. The more we cultivate gratitude, the more we attract positivity and peace into our lives. Remember, a virtuous life isn't about perfection. It's about living in harmony with the world, and gratitude is the key that unlocks that harmony. By choosing to live with a thankful heart, you're not just improving your own life, you're making the world a more peaceful, joyful place for everyone around you. So let gratitude be your guide and see how it transforms your experience of life. 8. Inspiring and spreading goodness. When we think about living a peaceful life, it's easy to look inward, focusing only on ourselves, our well-being, and our happiness. But the key to true peace is virtue, living in a way that not only nurtures your own spirit, but also inspires and uplifts those around you. The Buddha once said, "Thousands of candles can be lighted from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened." Happiness never decreases by being shared. In the same way, when you live with virtue, your actions have a ripple effect on others, inspiring goodness in your community and creating a more harmonious society. Being virtuous isn't just about doing good things occasionally. It's about embodying kindness, integrity, and compassion in every part of your life. When you live this way, you naturally become a role model. People see how you move through the world, with grace, patience, and a deep respect for all living beings. And they feel encouraged to do the same. Consider the impact one virtuous person can have on their surroundings. Think of someone in your life who inspires you by their kindness or their wisdom. How do their actions make you feel? Likely their behavior encourages you to be better, to act more mindfully, and to spread that positivity to others. This is what it means to be a source of goodness. Your virtue shines like a beacon, helping to guide others toward their own best selves. This aligns with another profound teaching. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Virtue, when practiced sincerely, becomes contagious. People are naturally drawn to those who radiate goodness because it feels uplifting to be around such energy. Your actions, no matter how small, have the power to inspire others to choose a better path. Now, imagine what happens when a whole community begins to embrace this idea. When even just a few individuals commit to living virtuous lives, their goodness starts to spread like a wave, touching everyone they encounter. Have you ever noticed how one kind act can set off a chain reaction? Someone holds the door open for you, and suddenly you're in a better mood, so you smile at the next person you see. That person, feeling uplifted, goes home and listens more attentively to their loved ones. This is how goodness grows, one small act at a time, multiplied by every person it touches. But how do we ensure that we continue to spread goodness, even when it's hard? How do we stay virtuous in a world that sometimes feels chaotic or overwhelming? This is where mindfulness and reflection come in. It's important to regularly ask yourself, how are my actions impacting those around me? Am I lifting others up, or am I allowing negativity to spread through my words or deeds? Reflecting on these questions can help you stay on the path of virtue, even when challenges arise. Remember the Buddha's words, "Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace." Your actions have that same power. They can either add to the suffering of the world or help bring peace. Living a virtuous life isn't just about personal benefit, it's about being part of something larger. You are part of a web of connections, and each of your choices has the potential to either strengthen or weaken that web. By choosing virtue, you help to create a world where kindness, understanding, and compassion are the norms, not the exceptions. Thank you for joining us in exploring the topic of the face of a lucky person. Are you lucky? Buddhist teachings. Remember, luck isn't just about outward appearances. It reflects the inner peace, kindness, and balance we cultivate in our daily lives. By practicing compassion, maintaining a peaceful mind, and living in harmony with ourselves and others, we naturally attract good fortune. If you found value in today's video, please like, share, and subscribe to The Journey of Wisdom. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Until next time, may you continue to live a life filled with peace and blessings. Thank you, and see you in the next video.